there guys, it's Ross at FoodTravelMusicLove.com. Inspiration from the heart. Today we are visiting SMITHILLS Hall in Bolton. This is part of a group tour kind of sample itinerary around the area of Bolton. We're visiting this place and 2 or 3 others as well that you'll see in a moment. This is a free attraction, fantastic for groups, coach parking just down the road. Accessibility isn't really an issue. They'll put ramps out and things if you've got wheelchairs. They do a tea and coffee at the end, and we're going to get in here and see how fantastic this place is. For a free attraction, 10 out of 10 already basically. So we're inside one of the fantastic rooms at SMITHILLS Hall. I really like this place. I don't think you have to necessarily be interested in history or the era or the period or anything like that necessarily to come and appreciate something like this. Just kind of smelling all the kind of smells of a place like this and just getting a feel for it. It just gets inside you. Wow, okay, so we've got a little bit more of a insight into the era, the early 1400s. I thought I was old, Jesus. This is fantastic, absolutely love it. So we're currently in the only upstairs area of SMITHILLS Hall which is open to the public. A lot of it's sadly derelict, which is a bit of a shame, but when things are dating back to the 1400s it's sort of to be expected, but apparently they have other kind of filming and things that go on and it gets kind of ruined, and it's a real shame, and otherwise the investment involved would just be uneconomical I guess for this sort of thing. So just embrace all the areas that are open, get down here and support this place, even teas and coffees and things, it all helps out to keep these sort of places open. The library is very often my favourite room in old buildings like this. When you just think about how old some of these books are, and you think, when were the last time they were read? When were the last time they were opened? And the sad thing is they fall apart now, if anyone tried to do that. That's why they're always like sealed away like this. But I love this sort of thing. You know, when I think of the books that I've got of mine that I haven't read, you know, and these are like probably hundreds of years old, and so much history steeped with them. It's beautiful, beautiful places. So we're in the last room now, and this is where sometimes teas and coffees will be served for your groups. Obviously you've got the outside catering as well, but if you want a tea and coffee down here, they're about £2.70 for tea, coffee and biscuits, and this will be normally where it will be served in here for you. So a nice little way to end your visit at SMITHILLS Hall. Welcome to the Last Stop Village. Fantastic place for groups this. I've been here a number of times and I'm looking forward to trying to get a few people down here. Brilliant place. I've always found this place really unique. It's like a village just basically within hotel grounds, and groups love all this sort of thing. They love something a little bit different, and you've got like hairdressers, like I say, a bar, wedding designers, wedding dresses. It's brilliant. It really is. Something unique is always a good selling point for groups. Okay, so we're in the Chetham Suite, I think this is called, and this you can see will seat up to about 20-30 people, so a small group. Otherwise you can see the other dining area there and some of the lovely food that's out, and that's where the other kind of dining options will be. Okay, so we're going to get in and have a look at an example of one of the rooms that you could be staying in if you come down it as a group or as a couple. This is in the courtyard area, which is a really nice little bit right next to where the little outdoor shops and things are. Let's have a look. Okay, so there we go, we showed you room 7, an example of a group kind of standard of room. This sort of thing could set you back about £52.50. Really, really good for dinner, bed and breakfast, and that's kind of an off-peak rate, but you can even get like super off-peak rate, so best to get in contact with a hotel. By all means get in contact with me and we'll try and get you some decent group rates, but anywhere around £50 for dinner, bed and breakfast with these sort of facilities is absolutely fantastic. Really, really like this place. So we managed to find our way down to the Olympus restaurant, which is in the middle of Bolton. This place I've been trying to get down to and try out for about 4 years. The owner, Tassos, is a brilliant, brilliant guy. He's normally here doing all the meet and greets. He's such a hard-working guy, so much so that it's absolutely sod's law. He's been offering me a free meal for about 4 years, and I've turned up here at the one time when he's on holiday. He deserves one. He's a really hard-working guy, and I'd love you all to meet him. I'd love you all to get down here and try this lovely food at Olympus restaurant. They do lots of different things, but I think I'm going to go for their traditional fare fish and chips, because it is the best fish and chips in Bolton and probably in, well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. The coach drop-off area is just outside, and that's really, really handy if you're then dropping off and you're leaving your group here to go off and visit the market as well, which is only a few minutes walk away, and then the coach park is only a few minutes away. So it's really, really easy and accessible, which is so important in this day and age. So it's a perfect venue for that. So Olympus do different various group option rates. I'm going to go for what would be the £9.90 rate, I believe. It may be slightly different depending on when you turn up and obviously when you see this, but £9.90 gets you fish, chips, peas and a tea and coffee with it. I actually don't drink tea or coffee normally, so I'm going to have just a can of drink with it. But £9.90 is pretty good for a group rate. We're right down in the centre here, and if it's good enough for us, then it's worth paying that little bit extra. And they do have the takeaway option as well. But as a group, you sometimes get a bit of entertainment down here. They have a piano player, which is really, really nice in the background. But to be honest, it's pretty busy today, so I don't think you'd hear the piano playing. So I'll be looking forward to doing this. I feel a bit sad that Tassos isn't here to see me actually trying this, but it's an excuse to come up again and let him feed me next time. But I'm going to get into this. It comes with some tartar sauce, as you saw, some lovely mushy peas, bread and butter, fish and chips, and just a decent sized portion, to be honest. I think this is classed as the pensioners or group rate kind of portion. So generally speaking, stereotypically, that kind of age group would normally eat a bit less. I'm not quite at that age group yet, but I could do with eating less. As I said, you get a tea or coffee with it. I'm having a Diet Coke, but you do get a tea or coffee with this as well. So this is a £9.90 meal, £11.90. You pay an extra couple of quid and you get a little afternoon tea as well, which is lovely because you can go off and do what you want and come back a couple of hours later, and then sometimes by then that's when you get a bit of the entertainment as well. I'm going to crack straight into this. I really, really like batter. Okay, so that's just falling straight off there. I'm going to have that with a little bit of the mushy peas. Smeared all over with mushy peas. Proper fish and chips at Olympus. I'll be looking forward to doing this. Oh my word. Oh, that is stunning, cod. That really, really is good. I'd love to be showing Tassos my appreciation. Hopefully you'll be watching this, mate. I'll have it with a little bit of the tartar sauce as well. Obviously you can get ketchup and other sauces and that with it. This time, absolutely messing it about with some tartar sauce. I don't think you should really be having ketchup with fish and chips. If you have ketchup, leave. That really, really is something else. Amazing fish and chips. I don't often have fish and chips, but these ones I'll be looking forward to having for years, literally. This time. Fish, chip, mushy pea, tartar. Lovely. It just makes you smile, this sort of food from this restaurant. Anytime I'm in here, I just smile. Well, we're up north, so I'm going to try like a mini chip butty. For starters, I'll probably get chucked out because I've just cut my bread with a knife and fork. I want to chuck myself out for doing that, really. But I'm going to have it with a massive wedge of chip. Let's see, northern chip butty. I'll never say that again. Oh. It really is yummy. It's really good food. I cannot recommend this place enough. You really need to get yourselves down here. It's lovely as a day trip. If you're a coach company watching this, I appreciate that Bolton, like a lot of other places, sadly isn't a sexy name to try and sell in a tour. But you can do it as a mystery tour, and that's what I've promoted to a lot of other coach companies we work with. Put it in as a mystery tour. I mean, I'm completely ruining the mystery now if any group organisers are watching this and you're going to sell it to them. But do it as a mystery tour, and you can include the things that I've done. To be fair, the portion size looks quite small, but this is filling me up. You've got your bread and butter, we've got loads of mushy peas there, we've got the tartar sauce. I think the afternoon tea would be a good idea, but you want a good couple of hours at least afterwards before you start tucking in the scones and jam. Fish, chips, bread and butter, tartar sauce, mushy peas, Diet Coke. Absolutely smashed the table to pieces for that one. That was absolutely amazing. I'm absolutely stuffed. God knows what this will do to the pensioners, but this is a pensioner special or a group special. For today, it's just been a Food Travel Music Love special, and this place is special, Olympus. So I'd really do recommend you coming down here and including this as part of any tour. Come and meet Tassels, come and meet the team, and come and have some lovely food. This has been good. Okay, so we're in one of the function rooms, if you like, that's attached to the restaurant. It's used for normal dining as well, but I think this is where Tassels will sometimes seat a large group, because you may be able to tell it probably fits up to about 55 in here, so perfect for a coach group. Everyone can just sit where they want, but normally in a coach group they'll be sat in one place like this because it makes it a lot easier for them to obviously sort the food out and get it out here. And this is a lovely little conservatory room, especially on a nice sunny day, and it's Bolton, so a nice sunny day is every day, of course. I would definitely get yourself down to Bolton. I mean, these lot love it. Thanks a lot for watching. Ross, foodtravelmusiclove.com. Inspiration from the heart. Cheers.